Hey everybody, Mike B here with a video of a list of things that are going to be going up on the website for one-of-a-kind items on Friday, January 25th, 2019. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go through each item quick, just kind of bring it up to the camera, let you see it a little bit, just to kind of know what you're working with when you're actually looking at these things on the site, because sometimes the pictures that I take aren't detailed enough for some people, which is fine and understandable. You're buying online. I just find it's going to be a lot less time for me to just make this video than take like 10 pictures of each item and edit them and all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. This is the first week I'm doing this. Hopefully this won't be the last, because I've got a bunch of stuff that I've been clearing out this winter. I took a couple months, January and February, off of the store being open, so I can do that, so I can go through all these odds and ends that I have and sell them for fairly cheap. And just to get rid of them, I just need to move this stuff. It's good stuff. It's just that, you know, I like to have 15 of one thing. I don't like to have one or two of one thing, because then it's just kind of like, you know, it just gets to be a lot. So this is the way I'm going to kind of liquidate that stuff. I'm talking with my hands a lot. Cool. So I'm just going to start right here with the clothing. So we're going to have East German stuff. This is Stichtan. It's or rain camo or whatever you want to call it, whatever your name is. So the first thing we've got is just a shirt. It's a Sehr Kurz 48, which is like a medium extra short. So if you're a short little person with medium, like 40-inch, 42-inch chest, that'll fit you. I know it's a hard size to find, so that actually is pretty cool. This is just a Kurz 48 or a K48, which is just a medium short. So say I think it's like 5'2" to 5'4" or something. This would fit. You'd be just fine. Probably a little bit taller too. They're not like super short. This one's got a repair done on the pants. It looks like it's done pretty well though. And the pants are in otherwise pretty good shape. You can see that. So that's a little note there for the one set. Now we're gonna have another set right here. It's a little bit more worn, but it's still in great shape. It's very comfortable stuff. I've always loved it. I believe this is also K48, so it's a medium short. And those are the only three sets of East German stuff that I think I've got left. That's what I found clearing out the back of the store and the garage, you know, and everything. So where I used to have my base of operations. But for now, that's all I've got. And then now we get into these puppies. So I got a few of these on the last order. I just didn't put them up on the website. I just never got around to it. But I only got 5 of them. These are Czechoslovakian, like M1960, the kind of rain pattern with the infrared, you know, camouflage background you can kind of see. These are like overcoats. They're not like super heavy material. I think they're actually the same material as the shirts, but they're just made to go on over everything. So yeah, these are really nice. They're kind of a heavy poplin, or actually they're canvas. They're heavy canvas material. I got 5 of these, so this will be the first one. They got size like medium and large, or small and medium. I forgot which ones. I'll have these on the listing, so you can go there. So this one's in really good shape as well. They're all in pretty good shape for their age. Some of these are dated in the 60s, some of these are dated in the 70s, and some are in the 80s. So there's the other one. They do have a pocket in the back. Oh, look at that, an old nasty plastic bag. I'll keep that in there so whoever buys it gets it. Oh, what else is in here? Oh, looks like gum wrapper and whatever this is. A screw for something. Never know what you're going to find with surplus stuff. I'll leave it in there for whoever buys this one. That's kind of cool. Then the third one, pretty much like the last one. Let's see if there's anything in these. No, it's done. It's shut. So if there's something in there, I don't have time to go through it. So, yep, all these are in pretty good shape. I'm really impressed with them. I actually might get more next fall or the end of next summer, because people like the shirts, and I can imagine people are going to like these. These will probably sell out really fast, so I might want to jump on there, and I only have 5. So I got some of these, too, that I found, these Austrian dress coats. They're like a gabardine wool poly blend. It's what it feels like. It doesn't say. This one's a tiny size, so it's like a size 34-inch chest, right? And it looks like about a regular length. But I did measure from armpit to armpit, and it's like 34-inch, or, you know, it's 17 inches. You know, from armpit to armpit, so it'd be 34 inches for your total chest. That's the system I use, and it seems to be pretty accurate. Anyway, so this is for an officer. I think like probably a first lieutenant. I don't know Austrian ranks totally well. And then it's got the gold buttons with the gold trim and the gold braid. So this would be an officer's coat, size 34-inch chest. So it's like a size extra small. And then this one's like a size 38 chest, 36 or 38. It'll be on the listing. Yeah, it's I believe it's a 38-inch chest, and it's a band member. I think this is like a Lance Corporal. I don't know the ranks or anything, with the patch and everything. And then this would be an enlisted or an NCO because of the silver buttons. Pretty cool. I love these. These are really neat. I wish I would have found one that fit me. Now we're getting into some stuff from my personal collection. I've had this for a while now, but it's actually too big on me now and too short. It's always been too short. This is a size extra large regular 3rd pattern jungle fatigue shirt. I did wear it, so it's got that kind of salty look, but it's not like those nasty newer production acid washed or whatever. They're just they made to look aged. This is actually aged. So if you want to deal with Vietnam impression or just wear this around because they look awesome. I'm pretty sure it's in great shape overall. The tag's starting to fall out. Well, not starting. It is falling out. It's still on there, so you could probably re-secure it. Dated 1969. This is a legit one. I wear a longer length, and for some reason the pockets sit too high when I'm wearing a regular length. So I wear a long length, and I hate to get rid of them, or them, plural. I hate to get rid of it, but it needs to find a better home because it's too big and we get to be a little bit too short. So now I found a few of these, right? This one is like in really, really good condition. This German Wüstentarn or Troppentarn, whatever you want to call it. A field shirt. So this is a really nice, and it's like a size 10. It's probably a 9 or a 10. The tag is missing, so I'm just guesstimating. I measured and I actually tried it on. So it's probably about a size 9 or 10. I'm going to put that in the description and all that, but it's in great shape. So if you like that stuff, this stuff's getting harder to find for whatever reason, as they didn't make a lot of it to begin with, and as you know, Germany's destroying all their surplus now instead of selling a lot of it. So regular Flecktarn, like the woodland stuff's getting hard to find. This stuff is really getting hard to find. So this is a size 8, so about a medium regular. A little bit more used, but it's on par with this one, which is a size 7, which is also like a smaller medium. It's kind of in that area. I've got the size chart on my site, but it's about a smaller medium. And then I found this popped up. This is a Belgian M90 Jigsaw pattern camouflage field jacket. It's kind of that heavier material, the twill material. This size medium short, so again, a harder size to find, but it's convenient for people who have those dimensions because, yeah, it's here and you don't have to look anywhere else. So, but yeah, these are awesome field jackets. I really liked mine. I used mine for wood cutting. I beat the crap out of mine, then I ended up selling it because I had to thin my collection, even though I loved it. It's like on par with the more comfortable M65. It's not as thick, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. This one's got like a weird repair in the collar, as you can see, but it's done really well. It's never gonna break. It's probably the strongest seam on here, but just so you know that. But yeah, medium short. And then I got a really cool item. I found this. I think I might have more of these, but I'm not positive. This is a Portuguese 1964 lizard camo shirt. It's like an HBT herringbone twill material, HBT material. It's cotton. This one, it kind of had some dry rot, it looks like, or I don't know, something ate through it or whatever. So I'm going to be selling this real cheap. It's like a size 34, 36 as well. So it's very small. It wouldn't be bad to like grab this, and you've got a lot of material that you can use to make like helmet covers or whatever you want. I love this camouflage pattern. So yeah, this will be on there for really cheap. Whoops. Gotta jump in the gun here. All right, so this is another item for my personal collection that is now too large for me. This is a special order, size 2X Woodland M83 BDU. This is the twill material. This is the nylon cotton twill. It's not ripstop, so it's a little bit heavier, which I like. It's got the American flag on it, and it's in overall really good condition. Again, too short because it's a regular length. For me, it's too short. So it's a 2X regular, as you saw on the tag. It's a special order item. These are very rare to find in this size, and this is an actual issued item. So got that up there. Hate to see it go, but again, I'm sure somebody will get a lot more enjoyment out of it than I can right now, just having it sit. We've got this. This is just it's a large regular BDU shirt. This is a ripstop one. That's up on the one-of-a-kind page, just like all these. And then I do have an M65 field jacket, medium regular. It's got an 88th Infantry Division patch right here, if you know what that is. It's a reserve unit, and E7 rank, American flag, name tape has been removed, but the U.S. Army still resides there. Very good condition jacket. These are getting really hard to find too. Very desirable coats. A lot of people that have them keep them and wear them until they're just rags. So if you want to go to M65, it's a great size too, which is, yeah, medium regular. Might as well grab it. All right, moving on. Found one of these. I used to sell these, and this was sitting in like stuffed behind a bunch of stuff. It kind of fell behind a pile of things. This is a Swedish M3758 wool tunic, and this is in fantastic shape. It's got all the buttons present, the pockets and everything. Got the back pockets there, the armpit gussets for more kind of movement. It's a size 98L, which is probably, it's literally like a 39-inch long. So it's basically, if you wear a 40, it might be a little snug if you like a more snug fit. But it's a 39-inch chest, I'm going to say, the actual centimeters to inches. And it's dated 1958, so it's a fairly cool one. It's a fairly old piece of surplus. Very comfortable. Everybody that's bought them has loved them. I used to have one, but again, I had to sell that. And yeah, so. And then this thing's been up for a while, surprisingly, because this is a size, it's a size medium. Okay, it's an N38 United States Air Force Parka, right? Winter Parka. Now this thing, it feels like a Columbia jacket. This thing's got some padding in it. And I don't know what kind of fur this is. And it looks synthetic, but this is also synthetic. Really super warm coats. These are really expensive. I'm selling it for about half the price of what I've seen elsewhere online for real ones. And honestly, it doesn't fit me. I need to move it. My loss, your gain. It's winter. Right now, it's like, our high today is going to be 4 degrees above zero in northern or west central Wisconsin. So if you live up in this area, this is something that would actually be nice for weather like this. I wish this fit me. All right, second part of the video, we're going to be talking about the helmets and stuff. So I'm going to be pulling from over here. So, all right, the siren's going to be a little bit loud. Sorry about that. So, all right, we got this British Mark 7 sitting here that has a really, really awesome and like very, very historically significant camouflage cover. And the reason I say historically significant is because these helmets were only issued to troops going to Afghanistan. So this was more than likely in Afghanistan, and well, it was in Afghanistan, as you can tell from the moon dust and the kind of smell it's got. And then soldiers are issued like a little kit to do this. Now, this is done very well to break up the silhouette, and that's why I'm kind of offering it. I didn't want to separate it from the helmet. The helmet date is 2012, so this is a fairly recently used one. Yeah, you get this. They're one in this, like they're going as a duo, because I don't want to really separate them. I think it's a historical piece, and unfortunately it doesn't fit me, otherwise I'd be keeping it for my collection. So yeah, we've got this on there. It's just a little bit more than the regular Mark 7s, which are also available on there, due to the camouflage cover, because the cover for these costs about, the difference that I'm asking from the normal stock. So you're pretty much just getting a standard Mark 7, but you get to pick out which one you want. Now, this is pretty interesting. This is a Mark 6, and you can tell it's fairly early with the smooth finish on it. And what I really thought was interesting is, here, I'll see if I can get the tag in here. Yeah, this is dated come on, I just had it. This is dated 1984, so it's the first year of production and use for these Mark 6 helmets. Some people that collect helmets really like to have like one of the first examples and one of the last in a series or a style of helmets. This would be for you. It's a size medium, and it's actually still in pretty dang good shape. I don't know if the liner's been replaced. It might have been, but it looks pretty old. So yeah, anyway, this shell is pretty sweet. First year of production and use, so these are very hard to find. Even when I get a bunch of them, I find like only a few that are dated in 1984. So might want to grab that if you're a collector. And then this has been up for a while too, and I'm just going to kind of show you in more detail what this is. It's a West German M62M, so it's modified. It's got the liner from the 80s. But for whatever reason, this chin strap, it's supposed to be like a 3-point chin strap thing, is just like a British turtle shell chin strap that's hooked onto the little hooks right there. You can see that. It's a size 55 to 57, so like a medium. And it's a West German M62. The only thing is the chin strap's not correct. Now, what you can do is you can probably track down an M62 chin strap, and you can just take this one out and then put the correct chin strap in. I'm selling this at a little bit less than or actually a lot less than I would a regular M62M or an M62 in general. So West German, really cool piece for a helmet collector. Now, this is going to take a little bit, so I'm going to try and go through as quickly as possible. I found a box of Bulgarian 1936 helmets that I totally forgot I had. I got them like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And so I'm really excited that I thought I was out, and now I've got just a few of them, and I'm going to go through them all individually. So this first one is going to be a Bulgarian Model 1936A, right? It's got the rolled rim. They started to be produced in Germany, then they eventually moved the machinery to Bulgaria. So I don't know if there's any provenance of if this was actually made in Germany or what. So I'm not gonna really like claim it is. I'll just say it's a Bulgarian-made one. It's a smaller size. So this is about a size 55 liner. Okay, it's like looks like a post-war liner of some sort, but there's so many variations. It's pretty hard to tell. Post-war chin strap. Looks like the original paint job actually, the kind of olive drab. Anyway, it's really nice to find these in smaller sizes. And it's a Model A, and the Model A's are really hard to find. Model B's are more hard, but we'll get there in a second. Another Model A. I was going to keep this in my collection, but I already have one that has the original paint job. It's literally the only discerning factor, because this has got the original World War II liner in it. So it's got the split chin strap with the nice big buckle, the leather little tongue thing, and it's got some writing and indentation in there, if you can see that. Really sweet piece here, and it's a larger size. It actually probably about a size 57 or 58 or 59. I don't remember. I think it did fit me a little bit, or it might have been a little snug, but so we'll say it's a size 58 liner. Bigger size shell. It's in overall really good shape. If you want to restore this, go ahead. If you wanted to just leave it as is, that's fine too. Again, the Model A's with the rolled rim, very hard to find. These are the only two that I have, Model A's. So now I got a Model B. It's actually got a little post-war liner in there. It's seen better days for sure. So I'll be selling this one for a little bit cheaper. But yeah, it's a solid example of a Model B where it's just like the A, except the rim is raw. It's not rolled under, but the liner's the same. It doesn't have those extra rivets like the C, which I'll show you in a couple helmets. There's a little dent right there. I don't know what that's from. It hit something or was dropped on something, so you can kind of see that. Pretty interesting. I don't know if it's battle damage, but who knows. So this is my final size B. That one was a size probably like 56 centimeter. This is a size, it says I think 58. So it looks about a 58. It's also a Model B. It's actually a 3651 Model B. So very solid example of a Model B shell, for sure, very solid. So that'll be up. Now we're moving on to Model C, which is the most common, but still very, these helmets in general, these 1936 helmets are getting very hard to find, because they actually didn't make them past the early 50s, but they used them for a long time, because they're really good. So this is the first Model C. It's like probably a size 55, 56, somewhere in there. Got a little graffiti right there, pretty neat. Another Model C. Well, I'll just let you know these are all gonna be Model C's from here on out. Size 55 stamped in there. That looks consistent with the size. Pretty solid liner actually. Chin strap's a little bit worn, but it's actually not too bad. Got the communist red star on the front and a nice post-war paint job. So yeah, this thing's definitely got some history to it. So that'll be up. All right, burning through these. The next one, it says size 58. I'd say 57 more realistically. And another solid example of a 3651C. Next one, same thing. Pretty solid example. It says 59, but it's actually about a 57. So don't let that fool you. I don't think they knew what they were talking about. Yeah, it's 56 or 57, probably 57. Another great solid piece. Here's a little bit bigger one. The liner says 57, but it's one of the bigger shells, so that's pretty cool. It looks to be about a 57. It's one of those early post-war kind of weird looking liners, but very cool. Got a lot of history here. Yeah, solid example as well. And the last solid example has got some writing right there. And then we've got the liners also seen better days, early post-war example. But it's got the original wartime paint, which is pretty cool. It's a little bit rusty and stuff, but yeah, again, it's a very solid piece of history here. Next, this has been up for a little bit. I just want to show people a little bit more in detail. It's a Polish WZ-93 helmet, right? pretty standard condition liner. It's not totally screwed. It's got some life left in it. You got some corrosion and stuff right there, but it's aesthetic. And on the A washers, those are fairly rusted, but that's pretty common on these things. That was a kind of a flaw of the design, using that metal that corrodes really easily. But it's still like pretty structurally sound. Anyway, the only thing is the rim is like kind of falling off. So I'm just way too lazy to Gorilla Glue it or, you know, super glue it back on. My loss, your gain. I'm selling it for cheaper than I usually sell these WZ93 helmets for. All right. Final thing for the list today. I've got a lot of 5 of these Russian Vsr hats. These are all going to be size 55. I'm selling them in one lot so I can get rid of them all at once. I don't have time to go through and sell them individually, and I just don't want to, so I'm going to do that. This one, the rim or the brim is kind of, yeah, I'm breaking it a little more. It's just kind of that cardboard crap that breaks, kind of like the old Marine Corps covers. So that one's pretty soft. It's on the bill. It's size 55. These are all 55, but I can show you the stamp. It's pretty used, but also still in good shape. And these are all going to be different variants, which is why I'm selling them as a lot. So you can, if you're a camouflage collector, this is a really affordable way to get a lot of variants of the same pattern in one little group. So this one, the brim is probably it's probably cloth, so it's not going to break. It's not totally stiff, but that's all good. Nice solid stamp in there, 1992, which is pretty neat. And it's got the kind of the brown variant. This is probably the best one out of the bunch, dated 1995. Still pretty bright colors. Nice stamp right there. Leather's in great shape, brim is in great shape. And then the final one is size 55 again. And this one's like halfway in between. It's got some use, very apparent. There was probably a pin or something stuck on the back of that. It's got little holes in it. All pretty solid examples of the Vsr model cap with the ear flaps. So I'll be selling this lot of 5 of these for a pretty good price because, again, I kind of just want them gone. My loss, your gain. Whew. All right. We went through all those products. I got to go back to the house now and actually post these up and hopefully stay somewhat warm. Man, it's cold up here. Anyway, sorry I've taken enough of your time. I know you're excited. You want to get on the site. Go to mikesmilitaria.com. I'll put a link in the description and go to the one of a kind items page, which the link will go to, but in case something doesn't work, you know, just make sure you click on the one of a kind items page. I'll also be having some sales today, so watch out for the newsletter today. I'm going to be doing some pretty good deals on some items to kind of move inventory because I kind of want to make some room for some newer stuff. So I'll be discounting things, offering shipping discounts, combining certain items to get you a discount. Who knows? We'll figure it out. It'll be a surprise. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter at mikesmilitaria.com because that's the first time, besides YouTube, that's the first time you're going to see when I post things up for sale. I send out a newsletter immediately after I post them, or you can just be a total stalker and just keep refreshing the one of a kind page today. Either way works for me. Thank you for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Hopefully some of this stuff piqued your interest and you're willing to just grab it. I'll be shipping this next week when everybody is done. For one of a kind items, I know I'm creating hype, but having been a customer who buys one of a kind items, if you are contemplating it, more than likely it's going to be gone. There's a few items that set. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a slow time of the year, but if you want something, make sure you grab it. Okay, I'm not going to price these things stupidly, so it shouldn't hurt your wallet at all. But be advised that because they're one of a kind, they're gone. When they're gone, there's never going to be any other one like it. So there you go, created hype. I don't know how long this video is. I tried to talk really fast and yet show you everything, and I'll stop rambling. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.